In a quiet little village, nestled between rolling green hills and a sparkling river, lived a young boy named Leo. Now Leo wasn't just any boy. He was the keeper of a secret that jingled in his pocket wherever he went. You see, Leo had a pocketful of wishing pebbles. They weren't shiny gems or precious stones, just simple, smooth, gray pebbles he'd collected from the riverbank. But each one held a special kind of magic. His grandmother, a woman with eyes as kind as a summer sky, had told him the secret. "Leo," she'd said, her voice a gentle whisper, "these aren't ordinary stones. If you hold one tight, close your eyes, and wish not for yourself, but for someone else, the river's spirit will hear you." And so, Leo became the village's silent guardian of happiness. His first wish was small. He saw old Mr. Gable, the baker, struggling to carry a heavy sack of flour, his back aching. Leo slipped a hand into his pocket, his fingers closing around a cool, smooth stone. He wished for Mr. Gable's load to feel as light as a feather. The next moment, Mr. Gable straightened up, a look of surprise on his face, and carried the sack into his shop with a spring in his step. Leo smiled, the warmth of the wish spreading through him. Days turned into weeks, and Leo's pocket became a little lighter with each passing day. He wished for Mrs. Gable's prize-winning roses to bloom brighter than ever after a harsh frost. He wished for the farmer's lost lamb to find its way back home, and it did, bleating happily by the farm gate that very evening. He wished for the school teacher's nagging cough to disappear, so she could read stories to the children without interruption. Each time, Leo felt a quiet joy, a feeling far more precious than any wish he could have made for himself. He never wanted a new toy or a sweet treat. The happiness he saw on the faces of his friends and neighbors was the greatest reward. One sunny afternoon, a traveling circus rolled into the village. Brightly colored tents sprung up in the meadow, and the air filled with the sounds of laughter and exciting music. Everyone was thrilled, except for a little girl named Lily. She sat by the river, her face a mask of sadness. Lily's family couldn't afford a ticket to the circus, and she longed to see the acrobats and the clowns. Leo found her there, tracing patterns in the dirt with a stick. He sat down beside her, his own heart aching for her sadness. He knew what he had to do. Reaching into his pocket, his fingers brushed against the very last pebble. This was his final wish. He'd been saving it, though he wasn't sure for what. Now he knew. He clutched the stone tightly, so tightly his knuckles turned white. He closed his eyes and poured all his heart into this one final wish. He didn't wish for a ticket for Lily. He wished for something much bigger. He wished that the circus master would have a change of heart and decide to perform one show, just one, for everyone in the village, for free so that no one, especially Lily, would be left out. He opened his eyes and looked at the pebble. It seemed to glow for a moment before turning back into a plain, ordinary stone. He let it slip from his fingers, and it fell to the ground with a soft thud. For a moment, nothing happened. Leo wondered if this time the magic hadn't worked. He felt a pang of disappointment, not for himself, but for Lily. Just then, a loud voice boomed from the center of the village. It was the ringmaster, standing on a wooden crate. "Good people of this fine village," he announced. "In all our travels, we've never felt so welcome. To thank you for your kindness, tonight's grand performance will be our gift to you. Everyone is invited, free of charge." A huge cheer erupted from the villagers. Lily's face lit up with a smile so bright it could have outshone the sun. She grabbed Leo's hand and jumped up and down with pure excitement. As they ran towards the meadow, hand in hand, Leo looked down at his empty pocket. It didn't feel empty at all. It felt full, brimming with the joy of every wish he had ever made. He realized the true magic wasn't in the pebbles themselves. The magic was in the act of giving, and the kindness that flowed from one heart to another. The pebbles were just a reminder that the greatest wishes are the ones we make for others. From that day on, even without his wishing stones, Leo continued to spread happiness in his own small ways, with a helping hand, a kind word, and a ready smile. And he discovered that this kind of magic never, ever runs out. Thank you so much for joining me on this story today. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a like and consider subscribing to the channel for more stories that warm the heart. We'll see you again next time. Bye for now.